Zariman, there is no life aboard. And yet, all the system can hear it sing.
What does it mean?
My child, I saw the chaos with my own eyes and brought many like you out of that hell. Now, I must send you back there. You are a child no longer, and you have a legacy to protect. Be swift. The Zariman awaits.
There's nothing left on that wreck but bad memories. But if I can keep it from hurting anyone else, I'll go. Grenier. They heard the song too.
Dana? The song is crowding me out. You must find its source alone.
And when I find it, then what?
You will know. You are a child of the void.
Queen wants the Zariman for herself. I lost my family here. I'd sooner destroy it than see it in Grenier hands. Ugh! That surge came from the reliquary drive. What are they doing down there? What happened? Am I...
Dead? No, not you. This is not the homecoming we would have wished for you, but welcome home, all the same. Call me Quinn. We hold fast are the last remaining crew of the Zariman.
You can't be. The crew all died.
The void creates. Death is merely a blank canvas. We numbered 5 not long ago. Poor Kira. The song broke down her resistance. She raised her voice in answer, and now she's one of them.
Wait, are you saying that thing I just saw?
Was Kira, yes. That form is what awaits us, should we fail to hold fast. The others were all like us, once. But in time, they all drank from that bleak reliquary. And now they scream in chorus to the void. The Zariman must be saved.
Saved? It's a graveyard.
The Zariman has suffered, but she can still be a barricade against what is yet to come, if you stand with us. Help us keep her out of the hands of invaders like these Grineer. When you're ready, come to the lower decks. A void cascade is already breaking down what you accept as reality.
Listen, kid. Hombask here. Quinn means well, but there ain't no stopping this. We're hungry, just like Kira was. Only a matter of time. Sooner Quinn admits that to himself, the better.
When the Grineer restarted the damaged reliquary drive, they unleashed a cascade of void contamination. Void manifestations from beyond the membrane. We've come to know them as Thrax. They will attack and possess our exolizers, making the unit spread void contamination instead of cleansing it.
No. Contamination's messing with transference.
Damn it. The void has taken this exolizer. It's making the contamination worse. You wield the void. Try to purge it. Interlopers have barely set foot aboard the Zariman, yet the void has seen something like them before. These half-made manifestations mirror them, but a different them.
They look older, bigger, like ancestors maybe. But how?
Void manifestation is possessing an exolizer. Stop it before it feeds the cascade. Cascade losing steam. Marking a possessed exolizer. Deal with it while you still can. Cascade is growing out of control. We all bear the trauma of what happened on this ship. But do you remember her promise? To build a new world without strife, violence, or poverty.
We can talk about it sometime when I'm not fighting for my life, okay?
Remember that first Harvest Festival? Children laughing in the agrobiomes? How we for what could have been.
Yeah. I remember. Singing, picking fruit under those warm lights, hand-stained purple with Loeffler berry juice. I really think things could have been different. Quinn! What's happening?
The contamination. It amplifies the song. We're running out of time. We just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Now the Exalizer's purged. Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring the contamination level down. Contamination levels going in the wrong direction. Possessed Exalizer located. Purge it and make it work for us. If we can kill the Grineer close to the Exalizer, it'll pull the void contamination right off of them. Exalizer under assault. Exalizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Cascade intensifying. Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out. Void Cascade is nearing the tipping point. You are about to face irreversible contamination. Any nearby attackers will degrade the Exalizer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam. Just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Contamination spreading. Talk to me! Oh no.
I am so glad you're here.
When the Grineer restarted the damaged reliquary drive, they unleashed a cascade of void contamination. Void manifestations from beyond the membrane. We've come to know them as Thrax. They will attack and possess our exolizers, making the unit spread void contamination instead of cleansing it.
Contamination's messing with transference.
Damn it. The void has taken this exolizer. It's making the contamination worse. You wield the void. Try to purge it. These interlopers have barely set foot aboard the Zariman. Yet the void has seen something like them before. These half-made manifestations mirror them, but a different them.
They look older, bigger, like ancestors maybe. But how?
Void contamination dropping. Marking a possessed exolizer. Deal with it while you still can. Contamination spreading. We all bear the trauma of what happened on this ship. But do you remember her promise? To build a new world without strife, violence, or poverty.
We can talk about it sometime when I'm not fighting for my life, okay?
Keep those manifestations away from the exolizers. Remember that first Harvest Festival? Children laughing in the agrobiomes? I weep for what could have been.
Yeah. I remember. Singing, picking fruit under those warm lights, hand-stained purple with Loeffler berry juice. You really think things could have been different? Quinn! What's happening?
The contamination. It amplifies the song. We're running out of time. cascade intensifying. Kill the Grineer close to the Exalizer. It'll pull the void contamination right off of it. Possessed Exalizer located. Purge it and make it work for us. Exalizer succumbing to void possession. Contamination levels going in the wrong direction. Equalizer is ours. Cascade receding. We just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Any nearby attackers will degrade the Exalizer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam. Manifestation is possessing an Exalizer. Stop it before it feeds the cascade. Exalizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. This cascade is growing out of control. Thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud. Cascade subsiding. I no longer detect new void manifestations. It is safe to stand down. Please, return to the chrysalid. You must understand, the Zariman is yours now. You inherited it, along with the duty to protect it.
I'm not afraid of responsibility. But this is where everything that could go wrong went wrong. Once we're done here, I'm done here.
Wait. Listen. Void Flood. Get to floor Sigma D7. Archimedean Yanta will direct you from there.
Aren't you a fascinating anomaly? Anomalies. Oh, right. Explanations. When consciousness and void come together, it makes a thing. For example, me. Not nearly as fascinating as you, though.
Yeah, we covered conceptual embodiments in TA.
Kira called them angels. But then what does that make us? We gestated in the belly of the Zariman beast, same as them. Woke when we heard those words call us, same as them. But we aren't like them. And I'll be damned if we don't go down fighting. Right?
The angels are tearing through the Albrecht membrane. Void is flooding in through the ruptures they've created. The Zariman's automatic fighter blast system is damaged and overwhelmed. Seems its designer, me, neglected to envision a situation like this. We need to resort to manual application. Gather up nearby Vitoplast and stuff it in the ruptures. Can get creative in some pretty unpleasant ways. The deeper the void flood gets, the weirder it'll be for you. Sorry. Flood has completely saturated this area. Failure to seal those ruptures immediately will result in, well, total failure. Not good. Void saturation is approaching critical levels. Critical levels can kill you. Shall I explain further? Extraction! Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
Hunt.
Everyone pulling together. Kira called them angels. But then what does that make us? We gestated in the belly of the Zariman beast, same as them. Woke when we heard those words call us, same as them. But we aren't like them. And I'll be damned if we don't go down fighting. Right?
The angels are tearing through the Albrecht membrane. Void is flooding in through the ruptures they've created. The Zariman's automatic fighter blast system is damaged and overwhelmed. Seems its designer, me, neglected to envision a situation like this. We need to resort to manual application. Gather up nearby Vitaplast and stuff it in the ruptures. times, and you'll keep the Zariman high and dry.
I know you two never saw eye to eye, but Kira was right. This ship stood for something once. Oh, the Orc draped her in all their hollow pride and pomposity. But to the ordinary families, she meant hope. Earth was ruined, Mars arid, Lua fractured. Tau would have been a chance to begin again. We shall not fear to take the leap across the gulf to fair.
Though all betwixt is dark and deep, a home awaits us there. Yeah, I really thought we'd make it.
This is about as bad as it could be. It's Kira. She's mutating, heading straight for the reliquary drive. We won't be able to resist her song. She knows us too well.
You can hold out. I know you can.
The Void can get creative in some pretty unpleasant ways. The deeper the Void flood gets, the weirder it'll be for you. Sorry. Chance to ask it where it came from before you killed it? Well, look at you! Saving the Zariman. Again.
We've lost too much time. Those idiotic Grineer are cracking the shield on the reliquary drive. The Angels are heading there to feed.
I'll stop the Grineer. And Kira too.
You're really going to try, huh? Okay. Caballero can show you how to use the old deployable defenses. You'll need them. This can only in one of two ways. We die or we change. Promise me after we're gone, you'll take care of the Zariman.
I'll do right by the Zariman, just like you did. I promise.
The Orcan only wanted ceremonial weapons on the Zariman, but for something as important as the reliquary drive, they built in two little security guarantees: auto-fabricating armaments and exodampers. Exodampers suppress enemy combat ability. We need to defend our exodampers and our reliquary with armaments. Got that? We use Argosine to build the armaments. I marked an Argosine drop on your radar. Think you can manage to find it? Hey, Yanta. How many of those big finger relics are out there, do you think?
Well, fewer than there used to be. So long as the originals are still safely sealed away, of course.
You're a natural. Now, I'm sure you want to go crazy building armaments all over, but you cannot do that. You need to use sockets. Go find the socket that appeals to you most. Your socket. The socket that was meant for you. And build something dangerous in it. Oh, mercy me. I do believe you've got the hang of this, grubber. One more thing. Enemies coming through Aura Works are always helping themselves to our Argosine, so feel free to take it from their cold, dead hands.
She's here. Or Kira. You have to stop her. You have to try.
Trying to hurt Kira's angel form now. She's pulled her essence back into the void. We're gonna have to follow her in there. That's her. The real Kira. If you don't take her out here, she'll heal. Those orbs will redirect any damage you can do. Try throwing yourself through them. Kira's almost recovered. You need to put her down. You weren't fast enough. Now it's healed.
once were. We shall not fear to take the leap.
Quinn? Quinn? Anybody? Damn it!
Tenno, the song has quieted. I am no longer reading Void Distortion. What have you found on the Zariman?
Just ghosts. I think we all lost today. Quinn! You're still... you!
We changed. Oh, we drew power, but from a very different source. You have noticed it's not just the reliquary that can work miracles with the void, yes? I wonder, do you even know just how brightly you shine?
You say that, but this place... I can't forget what it's put me through. Everyone through.
So, remember. Like we remember Kira. There was a place in this park where she used to love to sit. I think perhaps it would suit a memorial.
Operator, a communication awaits your attention.
Kid, when someone's gone, the part nobody talks about is that you have to choose how you're gonna remember them. There were people on this ship who loved you. You're never gonna forget what happened here. But you owe it to them and yourself to remember all the other days too. Protect those memories. Protect the Zariman. When you're ready to start making this place a home, come see me.
Operator, Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
Sending repair drones now, for the glory of the Queens. Ah, my lonely vigil is over. Follow me, Tenno, and on no account wake the family. Despite their conflicts, they sleep in peace. But a solitary dream plagues me. You must understand. Constructs cannot dream. And yet, I have. In my dream, one single name repeats. Kalimos. The memory surface, long locked away. This was no dream, Tenno. It was a precept. The Kalimos sequence. I must fulfill this dormant precept. The Kalimos sequence has begun, and it cannot be undone. One responsibility in the Kalimos sequence. Awaken the sleeper. But I cannot do it alone. Please, assist me once more. I fear we are off the edge of the map and into the domain of monsters. Master Entrati never completed his final project, the vessels. The sequence dictates they cannot awaken before the sleeper does. Do you hear that? Let us hope the sleeper is untroubled by such strangeness. Find them. Poor abandoned things, still faithfully following Master Entrati's last command to defend. Show mercy, Tenno. End them. Master Entrati called it the Void Tongue. He feared it was meaningless, and feared more that it was not. That book was like a diary to Master Entrati. His grimoire. No doubt it holds the secrets of the vessels. And of the Kalimo sequence. Take it, Tenno. The grimoire is very active. It is reading you. I confess it galls me slightly to see a compendium of knowledge used as a weapon. But needs must. We need be in no doubt of your skill, at any rate. Monstrous danger, these labs. Better off sealed. We can only hope the sleeper has been untouched by this vast horror. This great indifference. I ask too much of you, Tenno. These horrors must be stopped! If these fragments were to unite... Destroy them soon, Tenno. Onward!
The next train is arriving.
A trap? Master Entrati jealously protected his most adored possessions, be they objects or people. Come, the sleeper awaits.
The Kalimo sequence has begun? Did he send you? Is he? No. No, of course he didn't. That would be impossible.
This is, well, Lloyd, the original. All emotional centers very much intact. Did you have a good sleep?
Ah, the helpful necroloid my Albrecht had made, so that I might have assistance and company. Perhaps that made it easier for him to leave. Resume your duties, construct.
Resume your duties, construct.
Please, follow me.
This is a Tenno, an orphan of the void, continuing the struggle our master abandoned.
A Tenno, and a Zerta, presumably. Is it not aware there's a war going on? So, the war too is just a memory now.
Tenno, while Lloyd completes his inspections, you'd better meet the Carvier, a reminder of darker times. Though Master Entrati always hoped the awaited operator would be able to understand them. An incomplete experiment, one might say.
Albrecht left a great deal incomplete. The vessels are unfinished, like a book one might one day return to. Operable, barely. The sequence dictates I am to wait for their operator. Clearly that cannot be you.
Oh, it can be. Tenno, Master Entrati's grimoire suggests you are the key. That colorless antique there? Use it.
This isn't right. The transference stream. It's being diverted.
know. All ticketing stations are shown in.
Arthur, find a terminal. Check in. I need to know you made it.
Feels like there's someone in my head.
Nearly done with this bitch of a year. I wish we could just start over. Find that Doctor and Trotty bastard on day one. Then I wouldn't be alone on New Year's Eve.
There they are, contestants of the Stalker.
They found me. Keep going, Arthur. Find Dr. Entrati. Follow him into hell if you have to.
Coming up to midnight, folks. Is your PC ready for the new millennium? Or are you one of the switched-on PCs who can tell this show's all white and cavemen is just a bunch of bull monkeys? Stay tuned. Here's where we find out.
You are late.
So, Albrecht made it to 1999 in one piece. But that thing is still on his heels. Albrecht rarely smiled after his return from the void. And never like that. I smashed the casket for nothing! It followed him anyway! Silence, creatures! It seems the murmur overloaded your connection. Unfortunately for Albrecht's cherished POM 2, not as future-proof as the label claimed. Alas. The murmur. They're attacking the sensory network I installed. Our eyes and ears. To arms, Tenno! Play the warrior, and leave the tactics to me. Construct, I'm awake. Your one responsibility is fulfilled. Be with the family. They must be kept in the state of ignorance to which my Albrecht so wisely consigned them.
But Yes, I see. Until we meet again, Tenno.
too if I'd done what Lloyd did. Doesn't that grimoire feel a little like...
The murmur presumes to destroy our auditory and visual senses. In all the time I have been asleep, they have never once been so bold. Ignore the caveat, Tenno. If Albrecht ever understood their babble, he never bothered to share that knowledge with me. Here they come! After all those years of creeping, silent encroachment, Something has changed. Stirred them up. The necromegs never could be compelled to attack the man. Albrecht suspected they could no longer distinguish between the indifference and himself. A theory he was reluctant to confirm. There is a defense system of sorts. Gather enough of the floating Vosphine glyphs, and they should reinvigorate the organs you're here to protect. A fallback system, in case the promised operator never showed. Focus. Get to the victory! Look at them. The indifference. He could have given lessons in indifference.
Come! Come!
Albrecht once thought the Carvia should have been destroyed. Failures all. But he briefly showed reluctance. And I saw no reason to punish them for his negligence. I saw off Branham's thugs. I beat back the infested. And by the void I shall see the end of these monstrosities. yourself down, then. We are still alive. Rejoin me, and the Kalimo sequence may proceed.
You're right, Fish. Lloyd could never figure things out. We have nothing to worry about.
If the Kavia have been babbling our secrets to the Murmur, I shall immolate the lot of them. Promise or no promise? It seems Albrecht said more than we heard. Despite the signal becoming corrupted, his words to you are preserved in the transference buffer. We should extract them. But for that, the POM-2 requires a replacement board. And those are all hidden away in the Netracels. You do understand that accessing a Netracel without a key glyph is completely impossible? A key glyph? So, the Kavia have provided the very item we require. Very well. Proceed to the Netracel at your own risk, Tenno. That babbling oddity may be sending you into a trap, and if you do end up in one, I'm afraid you are on your own. Glyphs are a heavy burden for living beings to bear. Each type will impede you in its own way.
Look at these things lying around, abandoned, like you, Lloyd.
You are Kiss, demon. mine. I won't listen. My apologies, Tenno. I shall refrain from further outbursts. There, a Netracell. Albrecht stored all manner of sentimental old junk in these. Insert the keycliff. The Netracell's security apparatus is diligent. That door won't open while it can sense the murmur nearby. So eliminate them. Necromites! The lab's automated systems are trying to lock down the Netracell. Our only option is to destroy them. fake aloofness. I was a fool not to see the resemblance before.
You should have left well enough alone, kid. It'll never get better if you keep on picking at it.
Excellent. Return to me with the bolt, Tenor. Thank you. A moment, please. Would you do the honors?
Arthur? Tenno. Forgive me. I need Lloyd to understand why I had to leave. Without him. Why I forced him to destroy the device after I had gone. And why I could never say the words he so needed to hear. If I had remained in the Deimos laboratory, Lloyd would never have been safe from him. You know of what I speak. And so I retreated to the only place in history where that entity could not easily follow, to draw his greedy eye away from Lloyd. Tenno, I require your trust. Craft the little curio whose blueprints you will find in the computer's memory. Complete the Kalemos sequence. Repair. Rebuild. When the time is right, find me.
The skin of a martyr doesn't suit you, Albrecht. If something mattered, she'd have found a way. It's too late. You heard him, Tenno. He requires your trust. So craft the bloody thing.
Tick-tock, kiddo. You don't want to be late again, do you?
The Jahu gargoyle. Bring it back here and we shall examine what form will do to help us.